Hello and welcome to the 2022 Division II Women's Tennis Selection Show. I am your host, Jeremiah Johnson. It was so nice to watch last year's tournament after we were unable to crown a champion in 2020. Barry won the title in 2021, just like they did in 2017, 18, and 19. Will someone be able to knock off the Buccaneers, or will Barry make it 5 in a row? The NCAA Division II Men's and Women's Tennis Committee has selected the 48 teams that will be participating in this year's event. On May 6th and 7th, single elimination tournaments will be held at 16 sites to determine that 16-team national field. 2 local sites for each region. All 16 winners will be advancing to the national portion of the tournament, which will be held May 17th through the 21st in Altamonte Springs, Florida. Let's start this show in the West region. 4 schools out west. The 2 winners will advance. The first match features a host school and number 1 seed Hawaii Pacific in as an at-large in the West region after falling to Azusa Pacific in the Pac-West Conference Championship. They were a little shorthanded due to injury. Despite that loss, Hawaii Pacific is still listed as the number 1 team in last week's West region rankings. The Sharks in for the 24th time in school history. They will take on the 4 seed out west, Point Loma, thanks in part to a couple of big wins in the Pac-West tournament against Hawaii Hilo and Viola. The Sea Lions are in the NCAA tournament. The second West regional matchup features a 2 seed. Again, the 2 seed is the host of this matchup. That is Azusa Pacific. They knocked off Hawaii Pacific to get the automatic qualifying spot from the Pac-West. Quite the story. April Wong was a graduate assistant coach last season when Azusa Pacific clinched their first Pac-West tournament title. She was on the court for the clincher in 2022. She was also named Tournament Most Valuable Player. Azusa Pacific will take on the 3 seed Fresno Pacific. 3rd place in the Pac-West tournament. It was the highest finish in program history. Absolutely a happy selection show for Coach George Rodriguez and the Sunbirds. Let us continue with the Southeast region. 7 schools are still alive. The first bracket will feature a day 1 match with the number 4 seed. That is North Georgia. The Nighthawks are 13-4, hearing their name called on this program for a 5th consecutive season. To advance, North Georgia will have to defeat the 5 seed Wingate, their 16th NCAA appearance. They have 16 wins and 7 losses on the season. The number 1 seed in this bracket, the host school awaiting the winner of that 4-5 match, is Columbus State. They won the 4th Peach Belt Conference tournament title in 5 seasons thanks to a 4-0 win over Flagler College. Columbus State has played in the national semifinals in each of the last 3 seasons. You see some highlights on the screen. Head coach Evan Isaacs won his 400th career match earlier this season. Time for Southeast Region bracket number 2. 4 schools here. The 2 seed and host, the aforementioned Flagler College Saints. They are in as an at-large. Keep an eye on Louisa Herta, Peach Belt Conference Most Valuable Player in both singles and doubles. In doubles, she teamed up with Eden Schlegenhoff for that honor. Flagler College in for the 10th time in school history. They were the number 1 seed of this region in 2021, the number 2 seed in 2022. They will face a 7 seed that is 15-2 Mount Olive. The automatic qualifier representing Conference Carolinas. Another thrilling championship match as Mount Olive defeated Erskine 4-3. Coach Carlos Laura credited the team's leadership and mental toughness in overcoming adversity all season long. Mount Olive in for the 4th time in school history. Queens, North Carolina is the 3 seed in the Southeast. A come-from-behind 4-2 victory over Wingate gives Queens the automatic qualifying spot out of the South Atlantic Conference. Congratulations to senior Katya Krempkova. She rallied to win in 3 sets at 6 singles to grab that title-clinching point. This is the 20th NCAA appearance for the Royals. They will take on a 6 seed, 23-4 Newberry. There you see the 4 schools set to compete in action at Flagler this weekend, Southeast Region bracket number 2. Let's move on to the South, another region with 7 teams participating. The first bracket features 3 schools playing on day 1. A 4 seed is West Alabama, the 2nd time in school history that UWA has won both the Gulf Coast Conference regular season and tournament championship. Coach Jeff Beeman said our women have fought hard all year long. I'm proud of the results we have earned this season. He said, Auburn Montgomery pushed us at every point and will prepare us for the regionals coming up this week. To advance, West Alabama will need to knock off a 5-seed Lynn. The Fighting Knights finished 4th in the Sunshine State Conference Tournament. The number 1 seed, a surprise to no one, defending champion Barry. Look at that record, 19-0. The top-ranked Buccaneers knocked off Nova Southeastern 4-2 in the Sunshine State Tournament Final. Denise Kazan leads the conference and region in singles. She also earned the 2021 Sunshine State Conference Female Athlete of the Year. Kim Moosbacher and Daniela Farfan, the second-ranked doubles duo in the country. Once again, Barry has won the last 4 NCAA tournaments contested. It's their 27th appearance, second most in Division II. The other South Regional, hosted by a number 2 seed and the second-ranked school in the country, Nova Southeastern. Their 9-match winning streak was snapped at the Sunshine State Conference Championship when Barry beat the Sharks. In that match, they did pick up a couple of points in singles, but Nova Southeastern just could not knock off the defending champions. It would not be a surprise, though, to see these two schools competing again down the road. The number 2 seed in the South region, also the second-ranked school in the country. Benedict is the 7th seed in the South, the automatic qualifier representing the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. They're in the tournament for the 5th time in program history, still looking for its first victory in the event. The 3 seed belongs to St. Leo. Look at that record, 18-2, number 3 in the most recent ITA team ranking, so number 3 in the country, also number 3 in this region. They have 2 singles players in the top 15 in the country, Marta Vicens-Mikel and Nina Fermaniak. St. Leo defeated Lynn 4-3 to claim 3rd place in that highly competitive Sunshine State Conference Championship. St. Leo has twice finished 3rd in the national tournament. Rounding out this regional, the 6th seed Auburn Montgomery, who enters the tournament with a 17-7 record. 4 schools will participate in the South Central Regionals. 2 of these 4 will advance. The first match will be hosted by number 1 seed St. Mary's, Texas. 9 straight wins entering the tournament. New league, same conference domination as the Rattlers had won 7 consecutive Heartland Conference titles, now victorious in their first season competing in the Lone Star Conference tournament. They will welcome a 4 seed in the South Central Midwestern State to San Antonio. St. Mary's defeated Midwestern State 4-1 in a South Central regional matchup in 2021. The 2 seed earning the right to host the other South Central matchup is 18-3 Cameron. St. Mary's knocked off Cameron in the Lone Star Conference Final, but the co-champs during the regular season are absolutely in the field and earning hosting rights in this South Central Region number 2. Cameron will face 16-7 Angelo State, Lone Star Conference regular season champions for the 3rd season in a row, not including 2020, of course. The program has only existed since the 2017-18 season. Daniela Rodriguez, the Conference Player of the Year. She also tied a school record for singles wins in a season. Time now to move on, and we are going to continue this show with Midwest Region number 1. There are 7 schools in the Midwest. The first one features 3. The 4 seed is 17-4 Tiffin. The Dragons took the Great Midwest Athletic Conference title and corresponding automatic qualifying spot thanks to a 4-2 victory against Findlay. This was Tiffin's first tournament championship at the Division II level, their 5th ever appearance. They'll face the 5 seed Wayne State, Michigan. All kinds of drama in the GLIAC Championship. Wayne State and Northwood were tied at 3. The conference title and AQ spot would go down to the winner of the number 1 singles match. And yes, Wayne State did prevail, setting off a wild victory celebration for the Warriors. Awaiting the number 1 seed, awaiting the winner of this is the number 1 seed. It is UIndy, 15-2. What a run last season. The Greyhounds advanced all the way to the championship match before falling to Barry. That was UIndy's only loss of the season, finishing with a 23-1 record. They enter this tournament. There you see 18-2 automatic qualifier out of the GLVC. Number 1 player, Anna Novikova, the GLVC Player of the Year, while Malik Tabay is the Conference Coach of the Year. In Midwest Regional number 2, 4 schools will compete. The 2 seed is the host. It is Southwest Baptist, 14-7. They had an 11-match win streak snapped at the GLVC final. Despite that loss, though, to UIndy, the region's number 2 seed is in the NCAA tournament as an at-large. They'll take on 7 seed in the Midwest. We've mentioned them already. Findlay, the Oilers, 15-9. Thrilled for this, actually 13-6. Sorry about that. Thrilled for this at-large selection after falling to Tiffin in the Great Midwest Athletic Conference Tournament final. The 3 seed in the Midwest is Drury. 15-3 is their record. Ewa Sandberger named the Great Lakes Valley Conference Freshman of the Year. A bright future for her and for Drury. Their opponent, the 6th seed in the Midwest, the tournament's 20th appearance for Grand Valley State. You see their record 12-4. That completes the 7 schools that will compete in the Midwest in those 2 different regional brackets. 6 schools will compete in a pair of East brackets. The 4 seed is St. Thomas Aquinas. The Spartans have not lost in the spring portion of their schedule. They've won 10 consecutive matches. You see the record, 18-2. The 5 seed in the East, Lemoyne, bringing a 13-3 record into the tournament. These 2 schools will battle for the right to face the number 1 seed in this region, 14-2 Wilmington, Delaware, competing in its 2nd East Regional Tournament. The program just started in the 2016-17 season. Undefeated fall season 9-0 on the way to the first CACC Tournament Championship. They outscored opponents 52-5 in the fall on the way to this automatic qualifying spot. Head coach Troy Donato was named the conference's Coach of the Year. Our 2nd East Region bracket will actually be hosted by the 3 seed Queens, New York. There you see, they will host in this weekend's event, led by head coach Alan Nagel in his 43rd year in charge, making their 21st consecutive appearance in the tournament. An experienced roster led by East Coast Conference Player of the Year, Meja Mackay. Also, all conferences in Natalie Ulander and Gabby Scariota. The Knights will be looking to advance to the Sweet 16 for the first time since the 2019 season. The 6th seed in the East is 11-2. Franklin Pierce, the automatic qualifier representing the Northeast 10. They were the reigning champs from the fall season. There you see their 2nd consecutive trip to the tournament. Awaiting the winner of the 3-6 is the 2 seed District of Columbia. The Firebirds were as high as 23 in the ITA rankings at one point this season. 33rd in the most recent rankings. It's District of Columbia's 2nd ever NCAA appearance, the other coming back in 2012. So there you see the 6 schools that will try to advance out of the East brackets. Let's move on to the Central. The 4 seed, 17-5 Harding. Despite falling to Southeastern Oklahoma in the Great American Conference Championships, Harding is in as an at-large, number 3 in the most recent Central Region rankings. Puts the Lady Bisons in for the 10th time in program history. Shout out to Grace Dodd, GAC Newcomer of the Year, also a first-team All-League selection. The 4 seed in the Central is Harding. They'll face a 5 seed Missouri Western. They advanced to the MIAA tournament final for the first time in program history. First NCAA appearance since 1998. They just missed out last season, in as a 5 seed in 2022. Awaiting that winner, also host the region's number 1 seed, 16-1 Central Oklahoma, the 4th-ranked team in the latest ITA poll. May Canetti ranked 3rd in the nation in singles. Also, she teams up with her sister Christine to form the top-ranked doubles duo. May was voted MIAA Player of the Year. Christine, the conference's Freshman of the Year. Central Oklahoma in the tournament for the 15th time, 6 in a row. They are 16-1 on the season, the MIAA automatic qualifier. Central Region number 2 also features 3 teams. The 3 seed Southeastern Oklahoma. The Savage Storm are 14-7 and the first Great American Athletic Conference team to win 3 championships. They will face a 6 seed, that is Washburn, 13-11, getting an at-large spot in the Central Region. The winner of this match will have to knock off Augustana, South Dakota on its home court, where the tradition continues. 11th consecutive NSIC tournament title. They've also won 12 straight regular season titles. They've won 140 conference regular season matches. That is indeed impressive. 20-1 is their record entering the NCAA tournament. Our final region to check in The Atlantic. 7 more schools. You'll see 3 on this page. The 4 seed is Slippery Rock. They were ranked number 4 in the most recent Atlantic regional rankings. That holds up a 4 in the NCAA tournament. Slippery Rock gets an at-large spot in the field. They'll face a 5 seed West Liberty. Shout out to freshman Emma Arnold. She was voted the 2022 MEC Freshman of the Year. The number 1 seed in the Atlantic, awaiting the winner of that match, is Indiana, Pennsylvania. Back-to-back Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference tournament titles. The Crimson Hawks defeated Slippery Rock 4-1 in the final. Last season, IUP was a 2 seed in the Atlantic region. They've got a 1 next to their name in 2022. Carolyn Kirchtag broke the IUP women's tennis record for singles wins in a season. That's 12 straight, entering the NCAA tournament for the Crimson Hawks. It's their 14th appearance. And then there were 4. The final bracket is a 4-teamer in the Atlantic, hosted by the 2 seed Charleston, West Virginia. Automatic qualifier out of the Mountain East Conference. They defeated West Virginia State 4-2 in the finals. Sophomore Prinkle Singh named the MEC Women's Tennis Athlete of the Year. Charleston's Alec Foote recognized as the conference's Coach of the Year. They'll meet a 7 seed Shaw in day 1. Automatic qualifier representing the Central Intercollegiate Athletic Association. Sunday Anaton of Shaw University named the conference's Tennis Coach of the Year for the 4th time in 5 seasons. Anaton led the Lady Bears to a perfect 10-0 record in conference play. Also won their 12th consecutive CIAA Southern Division title. The 3 seed is West Virginia State. A 4 seed in the 2021 NCAA tournament. West Virginia State improves that spot by 1. A year later, they earned an at-large 14th NCAA appearance. And the final school to show you, the 6th seed in the Atlantic, is Mercyhurst. Congratulations to the Lakers on NCAA appearance number 11. Jerome Simon, head coach, doing a fantastic job with that program. So there you have it, the 48 schools that will be participating in the 2022 NCAA Division II Women's Tennis Championship. Once again, preliminary rounds will be played May 6th and 7th at 16 regional sites. The winning team from each site will advance to the finals May 17th through the 21st in El Monte Springs, Florida. Rollins College and the Greater Orlando Sports Commission will serve as host of the championships. In case you missed any of the matchups, the complete bracket and other information is available for you right now on NCAA.com. My name is Jeremiah Johnson. Thank you for watching, and best of luck to all the student athletes competing in this year's event.
There's an energy swelling out beyond the limits of your expectations. A universe where fandom reigns supreme. Once you're in it, it changes you. Instead of one of one, you're one of many. A blissful sea of chaos. Go beyond your limits and enter the NCAA universe. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets.